I've seen your face before and I can help.
Thank you, Stuart. That's beautiful.
This is all your work.
It was really nice to meet you. I hope that I can see you again sometime. If I had the chance to love you.
Yeah, happy birthday, Mike.
I don't know why. I hope I see you again. 'Cause I can't breathe, baby, I can't sleep. You're all that I need. Why can't you see? I hope I see you again. It's just another day, but I can't seem to get away from
Don't delay
thoughts
because I've been waiting 46 years. I actually have decided to curtail my toast a little bit because towards the end of last night it became apparent that there were some family members with talents who also wanted to participate, so I didn't want to hog the limelight. I'm sure, Mal, you're going to say a few words probably, inevitably. And the cousins apparently are, have a little musical composition that they're going to so it's ample time for that. And Dan, you're not strictly family, but after that really moving bit of oratory left.
The world's shortest speech.
But you also have us wondering how you're going to finish that syllable. You can take center stage.
Okay.
The usual format, as we all know, with these things is you tell a humorous anecdote about the toastee, and then you round it out with some nice, warm, fuzzy words. And I can't do that with my brother. It's not the warm, fuzzy words. There's lots of those, but choosing an anecdote, after 25 years, it was tough. It's been 50 now, and it just seemed a bit forced and artificial to choose one and kind of hang the toast on that. So I'm going to go straight to the point and say, Bunsen, you've been a great big brother. Really mean that. Couldn't ask for a better one. We're kind of glossing over snowballs to the back of the head. Introducing me to chewing tobacco when I was about 12. There's a few memories I've been going through the old brain the last couple of weeks that I'm thinking about tonight. But you've been a great big brother. It would be stretching it to say you're a mentor. I think that would be over-egging it a little bit, but just in the way you've lived your life and managed to achieve a great deal of professional sort of public success, while at the same time behaving essentially like a 16-year-old. I think that is admirable, actually. I think we can all learn from that, and that might be a segue, Ben, in a moment for you to present your gift. But we'll just pause there. And if you can, as I said, I would be brief. So we can raise our glass. And congratulations on a half-century well-played, Bunsen. And all the best for another half-century of happiness and health and further success.
Yeah.
Well, I have something from Mike's parents, who couldn't be here tonight. One's in Australia and one's back in Canada. But they, I was given strict instructions with some things for the evening. So this is from Richard. He says, Michelle, we're sorry we'll miss the festivities, but we enclose some memories of Michael, which you might like to share with the company. The next email will have more information about the gift. The gift, I will tell you right now, his mom spent 18 months quilting Canadian wall hanging.
No.
Yeah, so it was really nice. Okay, sorry. First of all, thanks for inviting us to Michael's birthday event, but as you will understand, it's just not practical. Jean will be in Australia, booked a long time ago for a 60-year reunion, and as much as I would like to be at Michael's event, I've reached an age that at which long-haul flights, followed by a few days of drinking, are losing their appeal. But I'm sorry I'll miss it. But we should provide you with some background to Michael's arrival in the world. October 17, 1967 was a typical Nova Scotian fall day. Grey, drizzly, cold, and generally unpleasant. Michael had been making his presence felt at intervals during the previous week, and his kicking and agitating were increasingly intensity. He clearly wanted out, but Jean was showing no sign of allowing that. She had made a large gingerbread that day in anticipation of my suffering during the week. She would be in the hospital following Michael's arrival. Yes, they kept him on his in for a week in those days. When Michael became even more active in the evening and Jean less comfortable, I prescribed for her a slice of gingerbread and a large hot scotch. The medicine worked. Jean had a comfortable night and Michael arrived uneventfully but noisily the next day. Ever since then, I've been convinced of the curative powers of a hot scotch. The gingerbread may be optional. Michael has always been active, adventurous, and independent. Sometimes his adventures have scared us. His headcam videos of skiing were down vertical slopes in the Alps. Other times they have amazed us. And when we make a prearranged call to him at a hotel in Sharm el Sheikh, only to be told by the owner that Michael had just left by taxi. What?
Yeah, no.
For Cairo, 500 kilometers away. Sorry.
We need more information on this story.
Yeah. I've had many enjoyable wilderness canoe trips with him and greatly appreciate in my advancing years that Michael now does all the heavy lifting that I used to do 40 years ago. So my love and best wishes to Michael and congratulations on his reaching this milestone. We'll look forward to many more of them. Love, Dad.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's now focusing on short haul flights.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so Jean's memories of Michael. Michael has had a great sense of adventure from a very young age. He never played in his fenced garden. He preferred the woods behind our first home or the gutter by the edge of the street. On his first day of school, he was the only child not to hold his mother's hand on the way to Bel Air Park School.
Always be a sore man.
Michael is also resourceful. In Plymouth, on his first day of school, he was picked up by the wrong school bus, but worked out how to get home with the help of the local police. This was a big adventure in his view, sitting in a police car blowing the siren on his way home to his weeping mother. Exclamation point. When he went off to university at McGill or UBC, if we received a letter, it was always to inform us in writing that he needed money. Or was about to do things by going off to Australia or Syria or Europe in the middle of his courses. Somehow, his professors always agreed to this, so what could we say? These traits have allowed him to lead a full and interesting life. He has been to so many parts of the world and became a tax lawyer who manages to keep all sorts of wealthy people happy. A wonderful son. We are proud of him and wish him a very happy 50th birthday and health and happiness in the years to come. I wish I could be there to celebrate. Love, Mike.
So I go to the same spot that we met. But there's still a chance I can see you again. And I wonder if you're out there somewhere.
You made me an uncle 50 years ago, Michael, and it makes me feel quite old. So, anyway, Michael, you were a rather boisterous young man, and your brother was as well. And when we went to stay with you in Halifax, Nova Scotia, on various occasions, I was attacked every morning, head-butted, kicked, pounded, and despite the conditions I was in, the condition I was in, anyway, so I had to suffer for a while. The other thing was, when your mother used to get stressed, she was inclined to call you Malcolm. There's a bit of history. I think she still does actually. So there's a bit of history there about that as well. But you know, I got married nearly 40 years ago, and on the day I got married, Michael said to me, you know, we had to come here because you decided to get married. So that was a great start. So anyway, it's what can you say, really? And you know, Michael has previously said he's been in many countries and gone to many places, and he was he hitched from Algeciras in Spain to Calais, and then ferried to Ireland, and hitched from, was it Rosslare? And he got a lift in Dublin from a farmer who was based in Northern Ireland. And I got a phone call saying, do you know somebody called Michael Addison? I said, yes. He said, he's my nephew. And Michael was sitting up in this place in the middle of nowhere in his greyhound, they're red greyhounds or something. And I had to go and collect them. We've had many other great experiences with Michael, various places we've gone to over the years, and it's always been good. And we've had all over Ireland and all sorts of other places. And so it's great to see you, and we wish you all the best.
Thank you very much.
For the next.
It was really nice to meet you. I hope that I can see you again sometime. If I had the chance to love you, I guarantee you'll be spending the night. I hope I see you again.
it's different.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, dear Michael. Happy birthday to you.
Well, thank you very much.
Speech.
I have no prepared remarks, but
Stand
I
up.
should probably say something before I have another 5 pints. Incomprehensible. But yeah, no, I mean, first of all, thanks to all of you for coming. It's fantastic. You know, I think I've had a very lucky, good life so far. Good friends, good family. Several of you have traveled very great distances. Dawn has clearly ignored my father's sage advice. Long haul flights. Yeah. Leading up to botched existence. I'm sure you'll be providing some scintillating legal advice on Tuesday morning to your clients. And also Jason and Rochelle, we were, as one does, we were in Montreal for the weekend a couple of weeks ago. and they popped down from Ottawa for a visit there. Ottawa for you guys is the capital. Big city. So I thought that was it. I thought this is fantastic. I saw them in Montreal, and then lo and behold, we go see in the hotel lobby last night. So very cool. So I'm a very lucky guy. So a wonderful wife.
Go crowd.
Who insisted on planning this. I was a bit sort of blasé about the whole thing and didn't really, it's obviously a relatively significant age, but as my brother noted, I don't necessarily act. And more importantly, I don't necessarily feel this. But Michelle insisted, she kept badgering me about what do I want to do, what do I want to do. And we settled on this, and I thought that was rather appropriate because I probably have spent a significant portion of my 50 years thus far drinking beer. So we thought, well, why not come here with beer? Anyway, so thank you very much. It's a bit overwhelming in a sense, but very appreciated.
Yeah, pleasure.
Yeah. There's debate about how to tie the thing on the thing with the.
Oh, I didn't realise there was a.
There's a code.
Right, okay.
So what side are you?
I too.
Right. You changed.
I hope I see you again. I don't know why. I hope I see you again.
This is not me. I'm not doing this because of any kind of lewd, This is Michelle.
We were talking about this earlier, and Henny was most concerned about the bra.
Yes, exactly. She went out and bought, apparently.
She bought the bra,
now-
but she's not wearing the bra that she bought.
Is she not? Really? So that's unassisted. That is utterly unassisted. My God.
It's out of control.
It is absolutely. How are you doing there? Yeah?
Take them up. Come on, let's go.
Come on, Martina.
Sorry,
Tim.
I can't compete with that.
Way ahead of you.
We have a very, very
We have
special
a
announcement.
very special guest who couldn't be here. He really wished he could.
Well, he's so sensitive.
He's very sensitive. He was very upset that he couldn't be here. And I was deputized to
Because you are his biggest fan.
I am his
You
biggest
are
fan.
his biggest fan.
I'm a fanboy.
Sorry, I'm not going to
Thing about Justin.
I'm so dreamy.
It's not. Yes. It's as they say, the money shot. I'm not sure you know what that means.
No, I've never heard of that term.
That's lovely. There's the unattractive end of the table.
So much for coming and making the effort to travel from all different. There's a lot of countries that people have come from. Thank you so much.
Korea.
I love dating. There's no formal plan right now. We're gonna continue on drinking in the village at some point, wherever. So feel free.
No, we'll go to that.
We'll follow you.
He has a plan.
Near our hotel, because that's open till 3.
There's been this much lauded cousins intervention that Debbie, my brother Kyle, and myself are meant to be making tonight on behalf of our oldest cousin Michael. Now we have to confess there's no music involved. It was a bit of a setup actually.
But we can sing, yeah.
I we can all sing.
You turn it up.
But it is an opportunity to say thank you so much to Michael and Michelle, and to also say, I feel quite emotional actually thinking about this, but I can remember Michael coming to my parents' house when I was probably about 8 or so, and I've got a picture of you sitting at the kitchen table, and you're reading to me, and you look so bored. And you'd obviously been kind of sat down with your little cousin, and you were like 18 or 19, and you just wanted to be like, just come see my parents because it's a free place to stay. And they'd like sat you down with little cousin, and you were like a teenager travelling around Europe. But that's, I think, one of my first memories of Michael. And then I think over the years we've had such a special time with you all. So thank you so much for tonight.
Well, thank you.
One of my first memories is throwing up.
You did? You did.
Carrying on the tradition of
That is my first memory of you. I met Debbie, and we were driving from Belfast to Dublin, and a rather small person vomited on me.
Yeah.
Which, is not an indelible impression.
I think it started off.
We always keep a bit of at least 2 or 3 feet.
Yeah, we bonded well despite the age difference. And Michelle helped bring us together, which is great. I think we're all pretty lucky with this cousin. The 5 of us. I'm pretty proud to say that I'm like on a weekend in Germany for my cousin's 50th. People are like, whoa.
I'll share a couple of early memories. So I think, like Camilla said, there was always this thing where Mike would sort of turn up out of the blue, and it was, always a kind of wonderful surprise. And I think, but also, I think just an ability to sort of pop up and get in touch and to kind of keep the family going, and I think, and just keep that sort of wider network. And we've got this sort of interesting family situation where we have this kind of very international family. We're all sort of 3 branches of the cousins and sort of have different accents, different parts of the world. But somehow we manage to see each other all the time, and I think that's increasingly very special. And Michelle has hugely continued that tradition, and it's really nice to be sort of reached out to this weekend and invited along, and it feels like a real privilege to be here and to share this milestone with you, and hopefully we'll be doing it again in 50 years.
We'll see.
No, you'll have a walker by then.
What did you say?
You need to hear it.
The worst thing is, Mike, it'll probably be you with the walker.
I'll be up at Johnson now.
No, I just wanted to sort of share a memory of a night out in Cheltenham where it was actually, I think, the first time I met Michelle. And, no one really knows the full details of all of these, so many of these nights, but I was sitting at a bar stool.
She's already crying.
Next thing I know, there's a sharp movement to my right, and I'm lying on my back on the floor, and some guys just headbutted me in the face. No,
we stopped him across
we're
no reason.
We're not sure. There was probably a reason, but no one's really sure. Anyway,
Kyle, you're a shikiri bastard.
Yeah. Anyway, Mike, quick as anything, from round the corner, swings around and grabs the guy by the neck and just lifts him up. And about 18 years old or something at the time, I was just huge.
You were young.
And was very grateful for the.
I'm sure you were.
I guess that's street cred, but I'm sure.
No one touched you around Cheltenham.
No, I did.
See, the only difference, Kyle, was that you were also, I think, the next morning starting your working career reporting to your father. You had to explain why you had a broken leg. And I had to explain why it was that I hadn't really seen these people for several years, and I came to town. And
Suddenly one of them has a broken nose.
Supposed to be working on Mal's house.
Okay.
It's supposed to be.
Oh, that's it. And on that note,
Now look at me. Oh, I know.
Everybody,
This is carnage.
next right down here. Do you think he'd give us a lift? We asked him really nicely. Oh, it has a happy Buddha. Hello, fat man. Ah. Hello. We made it. Shopping for creepy dolls. Oh, look. Tim. That's good advice. Oh God! Fuck. Oh yes.